everybody. Match week 3. The Red and White Wizards at home at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane take on everybody's favorite team over here in the States, the champions, Man City. I am the hostess with the mostest. You're one that is going to take you on this journey from start to finish. I am your captain of the ship. I'm Chad Jarvis. Welcome into another Watchalong here on the Chef United Way. Today, City come to Bramall Lane. Blades hoping not to get turned over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-0. We shall see. Woke up to the news of a brand new signing. United's new number 10. Cameron Archer. He's not in the match day side. They probably didn't get his paperwork in time for him to start. So we'll probably see him maybe feature it at the midweek game in the Nobody Cares Cup against Lincoln City. I would like to see him play, but maybe you hold him out of the lineup and you put him in for the game against Everton at the weekend, because that is a relegation 6-pointer. Yes, so early in the season, a relegation 6-pointer. But yeah, next week's game is the game everyone has their eyes on. The transfer window will be shut. And we will see what kind of team we have going into that game. Probably the strongest, probably, obviously this next week we'll probably bring in a few more loans. Transfer deadline day fastly approaching. It's an exciting time. It seemed like the Archer deal took forever to get over the line. But it finally did. I guess it was a negotiation where if we go down, he goes back to Villa, and if we stay up, we are only on the hook for about $9 million, maybe a little bit more with added on fees. But yeah, I mean, it's good to see him. It's like I'm gonna throw the lineup up here. As you can see, it's pretty much the same side. Low out, and we have Baldock in. Vinny Souza's in there, and your front two as our follows as Traore and Asula will lead the line again this game. So there's a couple of good players. Look at McBurney's on the bench. Probably see him hopefully later in this game after it's probably said and done. I would say he comes in probably about the 80th, 85th minute when this thing's 4-5-0, just to give him a little bit of run out, get him used to Premier League football before, I think, holding him out against Lincoln City and putting him in against Everton. Maybe put Cameron Archer and him paired up front. Man, that certainly makes that front two look a lot more lethal than Asula, who is miles off it, and the same as Traore. But you guys already know that. I won't slag them off anymore. So I can already see chat row is blowing up. Yes, Scott. Warning for headphone users to begin the watch along. I just got to make sure everybody's dialed in. There's Mr. Schneider. Mr. Schneider's in the chat. Yes, I expect absolutely nothing from this. Building towards, you use this game and you use Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know exactly when we play Lincoln City as your last two preseason matches. Warm-ups, get everybody's fitness up, get the ball rolling and let's go into it. And if we get something out of today's match, which is slim to none, then it is what it is. But it's the season starts next Saturday against Everton, in my opinion. Robbie, good day, all. Y'all. Leeds take a 1-0 win. Yeah, so would I. I'd take a goal in like the 15th second of the game and then defend. Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. Mr. Snyder with Baldock back in. My mother's watching. My mother and father. Good morning. No. JLT for me has been the best defender in this side. By far. Anel, I would have sold him. He doesn't look it. And Egan, in my opinion, has been less than average, which is a little bit surprising. Anel, not so much. I figured he would look like an absolute baller last year, and then this one kind of look like he's a little bit off. He's certainly going to be in for it today, up against that front line of City, and I'll put their lineup across the screen right now. Yeah, very, very, very tough sledding today. Whew, eesh, I don't know. This is going to be tough, man. Just looking, there is one familiar name that is rumored to be coming back to Sheffield United, and he just scrolled off the screen. James McAtee. Yeah, hopefully he gets, hopefully that loan gets done. And we bring him back in the side, and he certainly will give our side something that we have been lacking. I'm curious to see, the link up of Archer and Hamer and McBurney once all three of them are in the side. And if you add McAtee to that, man, this becomes a I don't know, a better side than we're looking at now. Obviously, guys, chat row, put your score predictions in so I can bounce it off of myself. Me, I am not optimistic at all today for what the score line is going to be. Yes, if you living under a rock, Billy scored last night for LA Galaxy. It was from the penalty spot, and as we all know, Billy Sharp scores goals. Yeah, I just think Stewart on this point. I don't think Traore is more of has to get acclimated to the league. Asua, I don't think is anywhere near a Prem player. He's still too young. This is a player that went to Derby last year and couldn't even get in their side. And now we have him leading the line in the Prem. He needs a loan to a championship club. But with us being so thin, that's not going to happen. So it's going to almost stunt his development. So I just don't think he's the one that needs to be. I just think he's the one that doesn't need to be leading the line in a team that's going to be in a relegation fight. My lovely financee or whatever they call it, Lindsay. Good morning, love. Yeah. So, yeah. Even he's right. Yeah, that's right. They could be down to 9 guys, and they'd probably still be. You'll have to tune in later to see what my score prediction is, and I promise you, it's not in favor of the Blades. Scott's got 4-0, Holland twice. Oh, yeah. I think there's a United own goal in there to add to City's scoreline. Robbie, 2-1. That's optimistic. You have us on the score sheet. It certainly is more optimistic than I was going, and more to Scott's point, I do think United score an own goal. Just by who, I have no idea. Yeah. Other than that, it's been a pretty quiet week in terms of United world. The transfer rumors swirling, and obviously getting this one over the line. Your chat row, your guys' thoughts on Cameron Archer's signing? Does he go right into the side against Lincoln City, or do you hold him out and maybe get him a little bit of match fitness, maybe the back half of the Lincoln City game, and then get him full tilt, throw him into the side against Everton? Let me know your guys' thoughts. More score lines rolling in. Wow, Tim, optimistic 3-0 to the Blades. Sean, 1-1 from the heart. Oh, yeah. If it was from the heart, of course, I say Blades win all day, but I just there's no way. The treble winning best side in the whole entire world, and United welcome them into Bramall Lane. The whole thing is we do have the home side and we do have the crowd backing us. So if we can turn Bramall Lane into an absolute rocking fortress, it might be a little bit hard on Man City for a little bit. Scott says Archer, get him a little get him in for Lincoln, get confidence up and ready for Everton. I would agree. I would definitely don't start him. I'd probably bring him in 70th minute, dip his toe in the water. Because it is Lincoln City from League One. I don't really want to be in the cup, so maybe they're up 1-0 and just give him a little bit of a run out. Make sure he's good. Don't go down injured with a hamstring and then he's sidelined for 6 months and then it's all for naught. Robbie, he agreed with my original thought, but the more I think is like Archer hasn't played since last week and he's not going to play. He featured late in Villa's game last week when the game was already out of hand. I think he came in the 80th minute. But I mean, it's something that, the better part of 2 weeks of him not being out, or of him being out and not being in the side, is that enough to lose a little bit of match fitness? That's why I'm rethinking what I originally said. Give him a little bit of a run out, put him right in for Everton. Same thing with McBurney, his counterpart. I think you start McBurney on Tuesday, or Wednesday, as Robbie said. Is start him Wednesday and have him come off for Archer. Do like a rotation. Have him get in for 65 minutes. That way, because McBurney's going to need more of match fitness because he hasn't even had a preseason. So, good added minutes if we can get McBurney in the side. Stewart, he's got 2-0 City, no Holland goal, but we get done by oh yeah, of course. And then they'll probably put on Foden at some point. McAtee will come in and hammer one in from about 45 yards out, and he'll be like, I wish I was playing for you guys. Yeah, I mean, Sean, the whole fact of the cup run, obviously the FA Cup for us won't start till after the beginning of the calendar year. Start of 2024 is when we come into the cup. But this League Cup right now, I mean, I don't want a cup run in this game, but it's almost added fixtures to get some of these players that are, on the fringe and coming back from injury. It's almost like an added training session. Now, after the Everton game, we do have that international break, so we don't play for a week or so. So hopefully we can get more people back into the side, like some Brewster, but he's probably still miles off. R&D, but he's probably still miles off. The one crazy player on the bench I was surprised to see was Jaden Bogle back into the side. Everybody give him a round of applause. But I mean, it's one of those things. We want to survive, and the survival run is key. But we might need a couple of cup runs, especially if we want to develop some of these players like Asua. Maybe Asua, just after like McBurney and Archer go into the side, maybe he's just kind of like our cup striker. And maybe we get him to January and then send him out on a half a season loan. All will be told come January time. But and you never know. But I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth. I'm kind of on the fence of, do we do a bit of a cup run? I'm not saying we gotta go too far, because I think the round of 8, I think it's almost this Nobody Cares Cup. I think it's pretty much down to the semifinals before the first of the year anyway. So it'd be over the span of the next few months where we'd have maybe a midweek fixture here and there. And I don't believe we start playing midweek prem fixtures till December time. So it might work out for us. But then we look in the side and say fatigue, 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 all that. So it definitely is definitely a quandary in the mind of what do we do. Scott says expect a lot of chance. I think he means change for Lincoln. Bash Davies, Bogle, Trusty. Yeah, I think we're going to see a heavily rotated side. Glad to see Nottingham Forest coming in, and a loss for us. Probably. You guys didn't fare too well yesterday either. After going ahead against Man United 2-0 and then just all falling apart. Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We can just, Scott's right with McAtee. We can just have him go to the home dressing room, go in there, do up the medical. He's ours by halftime. Thank you. Handshakes, $100 handshakes. Let's go. And yeah. Yes, of course, a little taking the piss right here. 5-0 to City by the Forest fan. Glad to have him in, though. Glad to have him in. He'll stir the pot in chat row. Get everybody hot and bothered. I will plug this if you haven't done so. Hammer the like screen. We gotta get the views up. I'm only seeing 70. What kind of weak sauce is this? Week 3 against the treble winning side, the champions. I only got 71 viewers. Come on, guys. This ain't. Oh, this is BS. I had more for Chesterfield than I do against the champions. Oh man. Well, of course we did. I mean, yeah. Oh, Blades Ramble. Blades Ramble's on it. Jimmy from Blades Ramble. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Because it's afternoon time over there, and I'm an idiot thinking it is morning time over here in the States. Good morning, Jimmy. Have fun today if you are going to beautiful downtown Bramall Lane, as we are just about 11 minutes away from kickoff. Yeah, it's one of those deals, man. My thoughts going into this game are obviously there's probably not going to be in United's favor today, obviously. I think, honestly, my scoreline is man, I'm going between 3-0 and 4-0. I'll go 3-0. We have 2 chances and squander them both. But we look improved is the biggest thing. And it's the hardest thing. The hardest thing to say against cities, because we're going to defend and not have the ball very much. I just want to see us improve and hold the ball for a bit, control it in and out of possession, and not when we get the ball, then lose it. Get the ball, then lose it. Get the ball, then lose it. I want us to be able to string a couple of passes together to be like, okay, we're going to go, let's work the ball down the right-hand side, maybe spread them out. Don't try and work through the middle, because that defense is just absolutely locked down and we're not going to have anything. So the big key, man, Bramall Lane looks absolutely beautiful today. Sun's out, guns out, everybody get them out. I just don't think that we're going to be able to muster anything as now they're showing the United lineup. Yeah, so I'll go with the scoreline 3-0. Guys, if you're just joining us, put your score predictions in. I need to know. I know they're all not going to be positive. It's okay. Yeah, I will. Fans React Football Clubs. Yes, I will definitely be I would like to be included in my fans react compilations. Yes, 100%. You can reach out to me personally, fans react on Twitter, cjarvis_13. I will be happy to help you out. Nottingham Forest guy stirring the pot 70. Look right here, guys. This should encourage you to call your friends, pick up your phone, call your friends, call your wives, and tell them, come on, watch Chad on Chef United Way. Come on, like the stream, subscribe to him, like me on Twitter. Let's get me. I don't know how many people I got on the internet. I'm not on there a lot, but give me a like at cjarvis_13. Listen to my podcast, Red Half of Sheffield. I'm going to be recording the Lincoln City and Everton match previews coming up. Actually, straight after this one, I go straight out of here into the podcast realm and start recording. But yeah, let's get this going. Now, I know it's probably going to be a little bit lower because heads are down. United haven't started off well. But I think as soon as we blow for the match to get underway, then the viewers will go up. Anthony, 2-1. Ooh, 2-1 City. That's not bad. That's not a bad scoreline. I would take that. In all honesty, if we only lose this 2-1, I consider that a win in our book. If we get a shot on goal, more than one shot on goal. If we get 5 shots on goal, I would consider that a win against the champions. If one of them happened to roll over the line and go in, I'd oh my God, I'm gonna lose it if we go in or if it goes in. Maury 1-0 City, 4-0. Hey, I'd keep him, especially if he looks good. God, it's Nottingham Forest is just stirring the pot. Oh man, stirring the pot. That's all he's doing. Scott's spot on, stirring the pot. Simon, I am expecting United to make City look like a mid-table. Wow, that's a big bold take there. Simon, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's wow. Morning, Adrian. As we are under 10 minutes to go. It's yeah. Yep, exactly. I'm ready too. We are about 6 minutes away from getting this bad boy underway. I will bring you live commentary and color commentary. And if this is your first time tuning in, boy, you guys are in for one hell of a show. So buckle in. It is going to be a bumpy ride. You guys have 5 minutes now to get your score predictions locked in. After the first time they kick it, after the first time they kick the ball, it is null and void. Any score predictions that come in after that are just a mere figment of our imagination, and they do not count in my realm. It's raining in where the Forest fans are. Oh, dang. It's raining on his parade. This is what it's all about, Maury. I'm just enjoying the afternoon of football. If there's a team that's going to win the Prem, I would much rather it be City than Arsenal and on all those other teams. But I don't know. They might get pegged back. It's hard for them to sustain this. No one's done 3 in a row. No one's certainly done 4 in a row. 4-0 to City. Fans' reaction. Sheff United will win 1-0. Oh, I'd take that. As we are live at the tunnel of Bramall Lane, we see Johnny Squarehead Egan's Squarehead right in the shot. The new sleeve sponsorship, G-Tech on the left arm, because I have the new kit and it doesn't have G-Tech over there. I have the new Premier League logo, which looks a little bit smaller than theirs on their shirt. I don't know. Theirs looks awful big. As the two teams are walking out of the Bramall Lane Tunnel, which I have done. That is certainly a fun experience. You definitely get chills up and down your spine walking out as the boys in red and white are greeted to an absolutely sold out Bramall Lane, a hopefully raucous and loud Bramall Lane throughout the 90 minutes. Yeah, it's I'm getting excited. I'm a little bit nervous. As Ian said, like and subscribe. Good. Yes. As he said, Adrian Bumpy, long as we don't lose four, going to 2-3-0, hoping at least one surprise goal like Forest United yesterday for the first minute. If we lose 2 or 3, we don't go bottom. Exactly right. Chad, didn't realize we was Disney FC. Adrian, you're gonna have to elaborate on that one. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know what you're after there. I'm not. I'm going in one ear and out the other. Removing the United team right quick before we start. 2 minutes to kick off. Here's the City lineup: Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Guardiola, Rodrigo, Kovacic, Bernardo, Grealish, Alvarez, Holland, Subs, Ortega, Morena, Calvin Phillips, Doku, their 55 million pound midfielder, Gomez, Foden, Bob, who we might see. He's a little bit of he's a youth striker. Cole Palmer, Lewis, and one familiar name, James McAtee. I'll really quick run through the United side. League Two West in goal, Baldock back in the side, Anel, Egan, Jackie Longthrow, Sir Big Pants himself, Ben Osborne, Norwood, Vinny Souza, Gus Hamer, Traore Osula leading the line. Our subs are Davo in goal, Davo in goal. Davo on the bench, Basham, Trusty, Bogle, Larucci, Koulibaly, Brooks, the youngster, Marsh, the youngster, and Ollie McBurney. Sheffield United, number 9, back on the bench today, getting healthy. We're all getting healthy together. I don't know as of the minute which side we are attacking. But I would imagine we are going when we played Palace in the season opener, we were attacking. They made us attack the Cop. So hopefully we attack the away fans in the first half, and the second half are attacking the Cop to our right hand side. But as soon as we get back from commercial, I will know. It's weird not watching us on SUTV. I will admit that. Dublin Blade. Did you go to? Oh, he did. Bit woolly today after watching Notre Dame game in Dublin yesterday. Yeah, I did watch. Yeah, I'm the same as you. Think we'll get beaten. Yeah, how was Dublin Blade? Put in the chat. How was that Notre Dame Navy game? Albeit it was 42-3. It looked like it had a beautiful sunset towards the middle of the game. Started off a little damp, a little rainy, but I think the sun came out and it was a beautiful sunset. It looked like around Aviva Stadium. So United are going to kick right to left. City will get us underway here shortly. Kicking from left to right, City will go. A beautiful sun-baked Bramall Lane as we are underway, and the greasy chip buddy will ring out around Bramall Lane as City hoof it down, and Jackie Longthrow will clear it up to the head of Will Asula, and it's back over to Rodri on the ball. Now it falls to the feet of Souza. Norwood flicks it forward. Osula gets fouled, but no call. Norwood just a little bit of a high fly ball, and Ake finds it all the way back to Ederson. Down the right-hand side, Kyle Walker comes. He looks He's looking to get rid of the ball. United with a high press to start the game. The ball at the foot of Ederson. He's looking with the ball. Just kind of okay to have the ball at his feet. And now it is at the back with Rodri on the ball. Here he goes over to the left-hand side. They go over to, who is that on? Grealish is on the ball now. Grealish on the ball. Gvardiol is on the ball. Now it's at the back with Ake at the back. He's going to look over for Ruben Diaz. Diaz on the ball as they're going to try and poke it down the right-hand side back into Rodri. Rodri, an old-school football player with his shirt tucked into his shorts. It's over on the left-hand side to Gvardiol. Over into Rodri in the midfield. Traore trying to close him down. Back to Ake. Over to Gvardiol. Over on the left-hand side, Grealish trying to make a run, but he's man-marked out by Furious George. Furious George man-marking Grealish out of the game so far. Diaz on the right-hand side, looking into Rodri. Ticky-tack passes over to Kyle Walker. Back to Diaz. Diaz on the ball now, just sitting. United are able to push City back into their own half to begin this one. Over on the left-hand side, they're gonna work with Gvardiol. Over to Grealish on the left-hand side. In his pocket is George Baldock. George Baldock, man, marking Grealish out of the game so far. Bernardo Silva over to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, the former Blade, on the ball now. Back to Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz into Rodri. I mean, we just cannot get the ball off of Kovacic on the ball now. We cannot get the ball off of City. And here they go on the left-hand side. Grealish on the ball. Grealish on the ball, working into the box. Baldock does well, and I think it's a goal kick. Grealish lost the ball out, and it goes out for a goal kick. So West will get us back underway. I think, yeah, Pep's recovering from some type of surgery. Navy with yeah. It wasn't a bad game. It's all about the atmosphere there over in Dublin, which is pretty cool. West gets us back underway. It falls to the City players. Osua tries to flick it around. It's Hamer closing the ball down, but he is not able to get back on it, and it's back at the foot of Ederson currently. So Ederson over to Diaz on the right-hand side, back to Ederson. Ederson with the ball in his goal, just kind of poking and prodding it. They're going to work it down the right-hand side, and he just boots it completely out of play. So the one good thing is we've made it 3 minutes into the game and having conceded. United have only had the ball for about a combined 15 seconds of the 4 minutes that have been played. Jackie Longthrow going to throw the ball in. And heads go up. It falls to Osua. Benai Traore gets on the ball. He tries to dink and dunk, and it gets cut out as the ball is at Grealish's feet. Back to Diaz, and City are going to come again. Over on the left-hand side, Gvardiol over on the left-hand side, heads up. He's looking. He'll go back to Ake, and it's just City passing the ball around, and United really not pressing anything. You guys aren't missing much. It's been a pretty much as you like start to the first half. Alvarez and Holland try to link it up. United win the ball back, but then give it away. Holland holds the ball up. Kyle Walker with the ball on the right-hand side, just outside United's box. Rodri on the ball. Now it's into Kovacic. Kovacic, a little heavy touch. Osborne wins the ball, but then proceeds to give it away to Diaz. Diaz up to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Jackie Long throws like, you ain't going here. He closes him out. Jackie Long throws, Jackie Longthrow cuts out the ball. But it goes back out to Kyle Walker. And it's cleared out by Ollie Norwood. Ben Osborne has the ball, and he just hoofs it forward, and City recycle the ball again. Ake, is he going to give the ball to Ederson? He does. Ederson with the ball. He isn't even in his box. He's probably playing about 24 and a half yards out of goal. Here comes City again. Rodri on the ball. Over on the right-hand side, it's Diaz. Diaz on the ball. He looks up. He looks over to Rodri. Rodri on the ball. They're going to go to Gvardiol. You can telegraph their passes. Grealish on the ball now. Grealish on the ball. He's looking for Gvardiol. Gvardiol. He looks for Ake. Ake probably going to look for Diaz. Nope, he goes to Rodri. Rodri over to Kovacic. Kovacic looking up into Alvarez. Alvarez to Gvardiol. Gvardiol over to Ake. Ake on the ball now. And back to Gvardiol. Yeah, and it's still City on the ball. Rodri on the ball. Rodri on the ball. Diaz now. Diaz ball. It's just all City at the moment, guys. I mean, I'm just gonna start saying names out, and it's just gonna be Ake on the ball again. They're just mucking around at the back. United are doing all the running at the minute. City at a walking pace. Alvarez on the ball. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Alvarez, he looked for Alvarez to make a run. It was caught out by Jackie Longthrow. And Jackie Longthrow and Goose have changed as Holland makes a run. And the ball comes in. It's headed out. And it's out for a goal kick. A ball, an in-swinging cross comes in. The head of Holland meets it, and it goes out for a goal kick. As West could have came and got it, but he is wasting as much time as possible, so we go again. As they show the interim manager for Man City, obviously Pep not in this one, recovering from a bit of surgery. What better game to miss than the Sheffield United game? West gets us back underway, and boy, that was a muck up at the back. Egan has to head it back to West as Holland tried to close it down. Yeah, I would agree. Scott gives a score update 1-0 Villa. And yeah, that's how it's going to be, Dublin Blade. As it's out, United have a throw-in inside. Breaking news, United have a throw-in inside of the City half. And like that, we're right back at the feet of Johnny Squarehead Egan, all the way back to Wes. Wes on the ball. He's not even in his box. Ball goes up. Wasua tries to win it, and he doesn't. It falls to Grealish. Furious George chasing after him. And now it's back at the feet of Diaz. Diaz on the ball. Right now, he's kind of looking up, looking over for Ake. Gvardiol on the left-hand side. Here he goes. City are trying to spread us wide. The ball at the feet of Rodri. He gets around Norwood, but Norwood says, you ain't having this. And they're off the races. Benai Traore, a terrible pass, a absolute terrible pass to looking for Gus. Benai Traore is, I'm not going to lie, the guy is miles off of it. And if we can find, that's where Cameron Archer has to come in. I would just say keep Asua in. Traore, thanks, but no thanks. You're going to ride the bench for a little bit because that he could have put a pass into Gus, but it was sought out by the City defenders. City come again. Souza wins the ball off of Kovacic, but it falls back to Ake. Alvarez on the ball now on the left-hand side over to Grealish. He's probably going to pass it to Kovacic. Kovacic into Rodri. Rodri back to Kovacic. Interlink of play. Are they going to switch the play? Rodri on the ball now. It's Grealish with the ball now on the left-hand side. He's going to try and get around Furious George. He's doing little dinks and dunks, and doesn't work. Rodri puts the ball in, back post. It's cleared by Ben Osborne, only to the feet of Diaz. Diaz in swinger. Johnny Squarehead Egan sees that one out. It's at the feet of Kovacic now. Kovacic back to Ake. Ake on the ball. It's over to Rodri on the ball. Over to Diaz. Diaz on the ball. It's over to Diaz. No, Kyle Walker cleared that one out. That's back to the feet of Ake. Ake on the ball. Ake on the ball. Julian Alvarez on the ball now. Is back to Gradial. Now it's over to Kyle Walker. Yeah, it's not bad. Only 85% possession there, Scott. So we've had the ball for 15% of the game, but I think we've had the ball for less than a minute in the total 11 minutes we've played. Ake on the ball, over to Diaz. Diaz looking, good ball into Alvarez. Kyle Walker's unmarked in the ball. Heads go up. It's easily saved as the header comes in from Erling Haaland. I don't know why I can't hear why we're booing Grealish, but I don't have a problem with him. I personally like him. If I get an England shirt for the Euros next year, it's either going to be Grealish or the law firm Morgan Gibbs White if he is good enough to get called up. United get the ball, but Ben Traore has absolutely zero control and just lets the ball go out for a goal kick. And City are going to come again. That total interplay took about 5 seconds. So add that to our running total. Here come Kovacic over to Grealish on the left-hand side. Grealish on the left-hand side, working it to Rodri. He's got Kyle Walker, and he has Kovacic. He finds Kovacic. Kovacic on the ball. He finds it into Erling Haaland. Anel has it. It's out for a corner to Manchester City on the far side. The ball took a little bit of deflection off of Anel, and it goes out for a City corner. Come on, United. Let's defend this corner. So Julian Alvarez about to take this corner. Man marking is a must in here because set pieces, a free runner from Haaland. He tries to scoop it in. It gets knocked around. It gets hoofed up, but it is cleared out, but only to the on the foot of Kyle Walker. A shot / cross comes in from Rodri, and it goes out for a goal kick. So the corner came in. It was meant for Haaland. Anel doing poor defending. Again, if we can get him out of the side before the transfer window, I would love to see it. He's going to get absolutely bossed around in this league. I have no doubts about it. But what United players not. A ball down the left-hand sideline for Ben Traore, and he has no first touch, and it's out for a City goal kick. Yeah, that was Ben Traore has absolutely zero touch. City get us back underway. It's at the foot of Ake now, and it's over to Diaz. It is over to Diaz on the right-hand side. Rodri on the ball. Kyle Walker on the ball. Back to Diaz. Heavy touch from Diaz, but it gets back to Ederson. There's the new boy Cameron Archer. They're showing him on the match. He's smiling. He knows he's on TV. Brewster in his smiling, injured laughing self, along with Trusty as well. Yeah. City have the ball now. Again. And a heavy touch from Guardiola, but he gets past his defender. Souza looks a little bit leggy. Kyle Walker has the ball. He's going to have a rip. It gets deflected. Jackie Longthrow sees the ball to Wes's hands. And United have the ball. Beno's down. Looks like he's hurt. He looks like he has a little bit of an injury. Got a bit of maybe dead leg. I guess. I don't know. Larouci warming up at this point. Warming up really quick, honestly. looks like it might be the end of the day for Ben Osborne. Only 15, 16 minutes into this one. As the boys are over on the touchline, getting some much needed drinks break while Ben Osborne is being attended to. Yeah, Adrian, you're right. It looks like his groin. I think he pointed to it as the training staff ran over to him. But we shall see if Ben Osborne is good enough to stay in this game, or does he come off and LaRucci make his United substitution. Stuart McCall talking to Vinny Souza. Yep, Ben Osborne is going to be, I believe, removed from the game. Yeah, that's what they're just showing. Dublin Blade. He that pass that went down the left hand side. Benno pulled up a little bit lame. Hopefully, he caught it in the early stages, and it's not something that will keep him out for months. Knowing our United track record, he probably tore the muscle off the bone, and he'll be out for a year. So that is Osborne 23 off. In his place in substitution, United sub LaRucci 27 on. That's Osborne 23 off for you scorekeeping at home. Osborne 23 off, LaRucci 27 on. So early in the match, we lose Benno. Under 20 minutes in. Let's see what LaRucci could do. He played better in his cameo he had last week, as he already gets beat like a drum by Kyle Walker. But Gus is able to cut that one out. Yeah, LaRucci got turned inside out by an aging Kyle Walker. Definitely has to get into this one. But City come again. United go back. Not Brewster. Yeah. Just Adrian, just our luck. All of our players, when they go down with injuries, seem to be injured and out for a very long time. City down. Well, Rodri's on the ball now, so it's in the midfield. He finds Kovacic. Kovacic running through the midfield, slicing and dicing. This is going to be United. Oh, that's going to be a free kick to City, as Kovacic slicing and dicing his way through the midfield and defense of United. And he has to be held up by Benai Traore, and then Anel comes in and clatters him. So I think they're going to call the foul on Traore, and then Anel just kind of sweeps it up at the back and makes sure you ain't getting through. As Scott alludes to, 2-0 Villa. So the Burnley side that was going to finish second, only behind Man City, 5 points behind, trail again. Not going as swimmingly as everyone thought for Burnley. So we have Bernardo Silva and Julian Alvarez standing over the ball to take this set piece about 30 yards from goal. Ball goes up, heads go in, West falls. It's 1-0 City. Ake scores. But he's offsides, so judged to be offsides. I don't know what West was doing there, but he slipped when he came to go grab the ball. You can't be doing that against Man City. I don't know why they're. Rodri was offsides. In the build up to that play, so City still level with United. I'm a bit surprised it's not 1-0 before the 20th minute. Obviously, there's been only one team in this, as you guys know. It's a team wearing blue, sky blue, that is, not pig blue. United gives back underway. Hamer gives the ball away. It's over. LaRucci loses out, and Yeah, Diaz at the ball. Back at the foot of Ake, over on the left-hand side. Gvardiol over to Alvarez, over to Grealish on the left-hand side. City just poking and prodding. Larouci looks terrible, only being on for a few minutes. Diaz with the ball. Somebody's going to cross the ball in. Bernardo Silva, he gets closed down. Larouci, he gets beaten around by Walker. Ball comes in, hoisted up over Grealish. Is he going to be able to get it? Grealish keeps it in. No, he doesn't. It goes out for a United throw. I would only hope it would be a United throw. But we shall see. It is a United throw inside United's half. As Anel takes it, throws it in, and it goes back to Osua won it, but then lost it. But it goes out for a United throw. Yes, and United have the ball, but guess what? It's at the back with Wesley. But City have the ball again. It's almost rinse and repeat. As Ake is on the ball again. Oh, man. Over on the right-hand side to Diaz. Diaz on the ball. Diaz on the ball over to Ake in the middle of the defense. Defense with a C, not an S. Defense with a C, not an S. Souza looking to close Diaz down. Diaz back on the ball as they knock it around back to Ake. Hyder, couple of comments. I'll interact with chat row because nothing's going on. Grealish with the ball on the left-hand side. You guys aren't missing much. Yep, that's the only way. I've got a game plan. We're sticking to it. So far, 23 minutes in, yes. Scott, now we have 16. It's gone up 1%. Oh, man. Scott, I've been saying this. Scott brings up a good point. We need a goalkeeper that's going to challenge Wes. And I've been saying it since middle of last championship season. Wes has no pressure from Adam Davies. Adam Davies is just there. He's the sign boy. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a great job. He'll play in the cup probably. That's it. He's a cup goalkeeper, and he's terrible at that. I would personally go out and get a goalkeeper. There's surely got to be some funds left for it. But only time will tell. Maybe we get a loan. There is a one certain Dean Henderson that is rumored to be looking to go out on loan, albeit to Crystal Palace. Yeah, Sam Johnstone. I'd take Sam Johnstone if he's been featured in the England side. He does have one England cap. Yeah, Robbie, you're right. It was being reported that we were interested in him, but he's going to Crystal Palace. As you're not missing much, Rodri on the ball, still poking and prodding by City. Gvardiol and Alvarez with the ball. United are doing all the running. Benet Traore wins the ball as a loose pass from Alvarez comes. Souza, for some reason, Benet Traore has zero first touch. He puts the ball 15 yards out in front of Souza and says, go get it. Yeah, I would like Scott out in I would agree with you. If we can go get Sam Johnston on a loan for the rest of the season and push West down the pecking order, then it gives West something to fight for. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. Are United going to do that? Only time will tell. I would personally like to use our 2 loans. Oh, City has a chance. Kovacic shot gets blocked by Mr. Ollie Norwood. And United have a throw in inside their own half. I just think West has it too easy at the moment. And with nobody really pushing him, I mean, he can mess up and not be scared he's going to lose a spot. Which, I mean, if you bring like a Sam Johnstone in, he probably loses a spot. If I'm honest, United playing a bit of head tennis, held up by Osula. Osula gets into the guy with no first touch. I don't know how he's still in the game. United try to get a bounce go their way, but it doesn't, and Osula loses out to a free kick for City. Adrian, I will agree. Souza gave up on that ball way too early. Maybe it was just one of those he knew it wasn't gonna win out for, or it wasn't gonna fall to him. Yeah. Ball comes in looking for Erling Haaland. Hold up play. This should be a goal for City, and it's saved by League One West. Saved by League One West. Haaland flicked it up to Alvarez. Wesley kind of overran the ball. I don't think the ball was going in. Alvarez gets a half-hearted touch. West deflects it. I think Anel had it mopped up at the back and was going to see it out. But Egan does well on Haaland. Alvarez hits it. West deflects it, and it runs out for corner to City. They bring it in, the in-swinging corner. Alvarez back on the ball. He crosses in ahead of George Baldock. It goes out of play for a City throw-in as they keep us hemmed in. City cycle it back again. Bernardo Silva on the ball. He's back to Ruben Diaz as City back on the ball again. Honestly, guys, you aren't missing anything. Ball back at Diaz. Benai Traore sees it out. It's over to Gvardiol on the left-hand side. And it's over to Kovacic. Back to Gvardiol. Over to Kovacic. He's looking. Bernardo Silva unmarked, but he doesn't find him. He finds Gvardiol. Over to Ruben Diaz. Diaz on the ball. No, this is Rodri. On the ball. Over to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker cross comes in across the box looking for Grealish. It's out for a City corner. And Alvarez will dial this one up again. As Walker crosses it in, squarehead Egan gets stuck in the ground and is not able to deflect it. And here comes City with a corner. It's over everybody. Gus is able to flick it. No, that was squarehead Egan. They're wearing the same boots today. And it's out for a City throw. Bernardo Silva gets us back underway with a throw into Kyle Walker. Now over to the left-hand side, it is Grealish. Grealish on the ball now, poking and prodding over to Diaz, over to Rodri. Rodri over to Diaz now. Diaz on the ball. He's going to make a run. Over to Bernardo. Back into Diaz. Diaz in the box. He bails out Kyle Walker. He's probably going to cross this bad boy in. Larouci offering no threat in defense. Bernardo. Souza doing well. The man mark him out of the game. That's going to be a free kick to City as Souza has no choice but to foul him. So he's not going to go in the book, I don't believe, but it will be a free kick in a dangerous area. It's got 30 minutes in, no shots on or off target. So, is that for us? Is that for City? City, I think, have had a couple of chances. Bernardo Silva and Julian Alvarez stand over this ball. It's going to be an in-swinger. Haaland standing in an offsides position. And we're going to get this one underway here. As I see in the corner, Vincent Kompany's Yeah, that's us. Yes. Vincent Company's Burnley losing 2-0. The greatest team since sliced bread losing 2-0 as this one goes high and wide and handsome from Alvarez. And it is a goal kick to United. I think in the FA Cup game, the semifinal, we had one chance. I think if that served us right, United come away. A good link-up play. Ben Iturri does have a touch, and Goose Hamer just hammers it into Nathan Ake. And Osula's not able to get it, and here comes City the other way. So down the left-hand side they go. Grealish on the ball. Baldock holding him up. Baldock, when he's been on Jackie Grealish, has been well, as Grealish has to offload the ball, and it's over to Diaz now. Bernardo Silva on the ball. As the ball comes, oh no, it's Gus. Very good defense on Bernardo. He didn't get a chance to swing that ball in as the ball comes cross pitch. Larucci heads it, high fly ball, center field, and Gvardiol sees it. And he was the one that put the ball off of Larucci's head. Kyle Walker will throw this bad boy in. 32 minutes on the clock. It is Gvardiol over to Kovacic. Kovacic on the ball now. Kovacic on the ball now. Kovacic over to Rodri. Over to Alvarez. Alvarez looking for the big man in the middle. Johnny Squarehead Egan clears it out. Kyle Walker has the ball. He gets to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo, is this ball going to roll out for a goal kick? And it is for a goal kick to United. 32 and a half minutes played. And it's an all set. As United are going to get us back underway at some point. And it goes begging. Sousa's able to get the ball up, but is it going to fall to Ben Iturri? He holds the ball and then loses it. Please say it's a United throw-in. It's a United throw-in, and City's have. Yay! Yay! And we promptly just give it all the way back to Wes. Just kidding. It's over at the feet of Anel. Anel making a run. And he'll probably give the ball away. Gus holds the ball up. It's over for Furious George on the right-hand side. This is most attacking. He gives it away, though. Furious George just throwing men down. Just absolutely throwing men down. They get caught in possession a little bit. And Sousa almost does well to catch Bernardo in possession. And it almost falls for a chance. Keyword almost. Almost. As down the right-hand sideline. Nope, just kidding. They're going to go down the left. I don't know. Diaz has the ball. He looks to Gvardiol. He's down the left-hand side into Rodri in the midfield. United have done well defending so far. Bernardo on the ball. Over to Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Larucci playing really narrow and has to run a decent amount to track the ball down. Bernardo back on the ball. Sousa does well to defend it. Sousa comes out to meet Bernardo Silva. Outside of the foot, Bernardo Silva puts the ball in. It falls to Alvarez. He does not do good with it. It ping-pongs around. Ball falls to Grealish. And it's into Alvarez. Alvarez pulls it back. It's a handball. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty to City. It was clear as day. Johnny Squarehead Egan touched the ball with his hands. City have a pen. I can see it from here at my vantage point. And I'm watching through a tiny iPad. The ball comes in from Grealish. Alvarez checks the ball back. It hits Johnny Squarehead Egan's elbow, and City will have a pen. So Mr. Holland will probably step up to take this one. And United will be down 1-0 here in about 45 seconds. VAR probably didn't even review it. Wes has to earn his keep by saving him out. So Holland on the spot, ref talking to him. he's going to probably smash this right down the middle to probably put City in front. Oh, so the big man stands over the ball. Hard to believe that he's only like 20 years old. Yeah, Egan knew he gave it away right away. I mean, it was clear as day. I knew it was a handball from watching it on the screen. Holland standing over the ball. Wes on his line. And the ref has blown the whistle. And Holland will take this penalty. Steps up and hits the post. He hit the post. He hit the post. He sucks. As Holland misses one. You got a bit of money in this one. That might have been one for the bookies there. That might have been an intentional miss there for some bookie score lines there. Wes, are they gonna take this one back? Did Johnny Squarehead Egan screw us over again? Nope. It might have been encroachment. I'm surprised they're not taking this one over again as City have the ball. Ake on the ball over to Diaz. Yeah, Adrian, somebody probably won about, he's right, probably about 50,000 on that one. And we get let off the hook there. City come again on the left-hand side. It's over to Ake. Ake on the ball now. Back to Ederson. Ederson, I don't even know why City started a goalkeeper today. I mean, they could have just had an outfield player playing goal if they got in any spot of bother. Just laid the gloves by the goal line. Ball over the top, tries to go, but it's cut out by United, and it's back to Diaz on the ball. Diaz on the ball, poking and prodding. On the left-hand side, it's Kovacic again. Kovacic on the ball. Kovacic on the ball into Rodri. Rodri on the ball. Rodri on the ball. Rodri on the ball. It will be Ake on the ball. Ake on the ball now. And it's Diaz back on the ball. Diaz back on the ball. It will be just United's Grealish now. It is Rodri into Kovacic. He saw it out. Sousa has the ball, but he gives it away. Just kidding. Norwood tries a ping over the top. A decent ball in for Osula. Oh, Sousa, can he get it? He has a decent touch. Sousa holding the ball up, but he gets fouled. And he goes down like someone shot him. So he can't. United players can't even win a free kick because they don't know how to flop. City players, they go down so graciously. United players, they flop like fish in a pan. 38 and a half minutes gone here. City back on the ball with Diaz. Diaz over to Rodri on the ball. And then it's Rodri over to Guardiola. Guardiola on the ball. City turning up the pressure. Grealish on the left-hand side. He says, no, there's George Baldock man marking me. Grealish wants a foul, but he doesn't get it. It's over to Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. Kyle Walker's probably going to cross this one in. Larouci deflects it. It's sought out by Gus. Larouci holding it up, holding it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. What are you doing? Hold it up. Osula handles the ball, and it goes out for a free kick as he's judged to be out offsides. I mean, that was a matched. I don't know how you say. Oh man, yeah, Holland missed that intentionally. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That was an intentionally missed penalty. I'll go to the grave saying that. As City are back on the ball, Guardiola on the ball over to Ake. Do City get a goal before halftime? Put your bets in. Do City get chat row? Does City get a goal before the 45th minute? We're gonna have probably about 3 to 5 minutes of added time because of that penalty. Ball over to the top to Benai Traore. There's nobody. The cavalry's coming. Traore's got to have a good first touch. You got Norwood making on run. God, give him the ball. I mean, just Benai Traore looking for Osula for God knows what reason. It's just like, dude, Norwood's making a run into the top of the box, unmarked, lay it off to him. He can swing the ball in. I mean, a poor, pitiful cross from Benai Traore. It just unbelievable. So awful from United in possession. As City come again. Chat row, you guys awake? Hello, 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 hello. Anybody think City are going to score before halftime? Put it in the chat. It's all gone quiet in the chat. I know. Jack, I agree with you. Exactly. Celebrated that PK like we won the Champions League. Yes. Yes, 100% I'm in agreement with you. City back on the ball at the foot of Diaz. And now it's at the foot of Sula. Just kidding. He tried to hold it up. Did it go out for a United throw? And it just kidding. It is out for a City throw. It's at the feet of Ederson. Over the right-hand side, over to Diaz. Diaz on the ball, over to Kovacic. Kovacic, left-hand side. He looks for Guardiola, over for Alvarez, picking the ball up really deep. Ake on the ball. Now it's Julian Alvarez. Over on the left-hand side they go. Rodri on the ball. And Wes, easy as you like. A goal that probably Ramsdale, our second season in the Prem, probably lets in. He had a go from just outside the D and easily for Wes. So we're closing in on halftime. Scott thinks they get another pen. Yeah. Dublin Blade says, don't jinx it. I'm not. I won't. And United have the ball for a second, but then it's over everybody. Is Georgie able to get the ball? Norwood on the ball. Now it's over to Georgie. Let's work the ball inside here, boys. Traore on the ball. He gives it short. Benai Traore, and he's got to come off. For me, he doesn't ever start for United again. I just ride him on the bench, and if somebody goes down, we put him in. But he is so bad. Norwood on the ball, a little bit of inner passing. Grealish holds up Baldock. Baldock wants a foul. Baldock's going to follow Grealish now and probably go in the book. No, just kidding. Diaz over on the right-hand side. Over to Ake. Over to Guardiola, and here comes City again. As we tick to halftime. On the right-hand side they go. Bernardo Silva looking for the big man up front. Souza on the ball. Is he going to give it to Traore? Souza through to Traore. He's fast, but he can't get to the ball. Larouci trying to close him down. United have been better in the last 5 minutes. Hamer tried to cut out the pass, and he goes sliding past all the defenders. Here comes City on the left-hand side. They've got Alvarez over to Grealish. They have City opened up now, or they have United opened up now. City on the ball. Grealish in the box. He's going to try and lump this one up, and it is Holland and Jackie Longthrow are laying in a heap in the box. Holland wants a throw. Robbie, I agree with you. That soft is Sharman. There's no way that's a penalty. If it is, just don't even. If I was United and that was a penalty, I would just say, hey, put us back in the championship where that is not a foul. Robbie, I would agree with you. Benai Traore is very trash. When you play in the Dutch or Swedish league at Hocken and you play basically League One opponents every week, it looks a bit easier than the top. I think he's miles off in the championship. Honestly, I don't even think he's a championship player at this rate. Big man had the ball. Anel man marked him out of the game and he lost possession, but then City won again. Here comes Kyle Walker. This might be a piss missile. Bernardo Silva, a low lining cross. Holland taken down in the box. They want a penalty, but City man marked the hell out of Erling Haaland, and he's frustrated. I think United have a player down in the box. I don't know who's laying down in a heap. That's Georgie Baldock laying down in a heap. He doesn't need any attention. I think he gets a little bit of an elbow. So the ball comes in from Bernardo, and Egan and Anel are man marking him, and Holland is pulling Anel's arm back, or is pulling Egan's shirt back. Egan tumbles over. Holland goes over. Anel falls over on him. Yeah, there's nothing in that. If they give it, it's just because it's Man City. I mean, at what point? At what point do the refs not give everything to Man City and just let them just start giving cards out to Man City? Yeah, exactly, Adrian. You're right. He needs a yellow card. That's simulation. He's trying to draw a penalty. On the right-hand side, they go again and set the feet of Walker. Larouci closing him down. Working the ball into Rodri. Rodri, it's headed out by Baldock, but only as far as Grealish. Grealish comes again, but Baldock and Souza close him down. Souza does well as Grealish carries the ball into the midfield. Over on the right-hand side, Kyle Walker into Bernardo Silva. Silva on the ball again. Silva on the ball. He's being man marked by Jackie Longthrow. Diaz with the ball in. Holland man marked by two players. He goes up for it. Heads it to Alvarez. It gets deflected out for a City corner on this near side. I'm not sure that Archer would do anything if he was in the game today. As the ref brings Holland and Ahmed Hadzic to have a talking to. It's basically to Ahmed Hadzic saying, don't follow him, don't pull him down, I'll give you a penalty. It's probably going to be a penalty anyway. A little pushing and shoving. The Bosnian and Holland is in there with a bit of shirt pulling as well. Anel has to man mark him. Don't be afraid to put your hands. Don't be afraid to put your hands on him. That's the whole thing. Alvarez takes the corner. It's a low-lying corner, sought out by Norwood. It's a terrible corner. City players surrounding the ref, trying to get another penalty. Anel's trying to say there ain't nothing happening here. It's your boy holding up the game. Now it's Ake and Baldock are having a talking to. It's a corner from the same side. Alvarez going to deliver this one. Ball comes in. Stood up. It is sought out by Souza. Traore, who's been terrible, gets the ball up to Asula. Asula has no touch either. He goes down, doesn't win anything, and City win out in possession. Sula and Traore, for me, off at half and don't start again. Free kick to City, and a United player goes in the book. Furious George will be in the book as on 49 minutes. 49 as a... Yep, that is a yellow card all day. So, I mean, at some point, United are going to have a player sent off, whether a second yellow or a straight red card, because that's just going to how it's going to go, in my opinion. This will probably be the last kick of the game in the first half here. Bernardo Silva and Julian Alvarez over the ball currently. Holland looks to be adjudged offsides. Ball comes in. Heads go up. That should be it. That should be all. Ball up to Traore, and that is halftime. And, yeah, scoreline still 0-0 as we started. Much to the chagrin of people thinking it should be 4-0 to City. Yeah, put your guys' thoughts um in the chat. What do you guys think? A missed penalty from Holland, and yeah, it's level. United resilient in defense. Um, Dublin Blade, great team effort. Scott level at halftime. Adrian, positive. Yep. Dublin Blade, great team effort. Um, yeah, I mean they're. I don't remember what the scoreline was at halftime. Was it 1-0 at halftime in the FA Cup semifinal? Yep. I mean, you're right, Stuart. We're executing it to perfection so far. Um, Scott, you think we need McBurney on now? I think it's still too early. I mean, obviously, I'd put him on because Osula and Traore don't need to be anywhere near this side. Um, but I don't think it would happen right now. Only time will tell. Only it was half. Okay, so Hyder, thanks for that. 1-0 just before halftime. But I mean, a lot of positives to take out of this one. One, albeit Holland not being the best penalty taker, I'll take that. United, when they had possession, as I alluded to, Traore has no first touch. He's terrible on the ball. But it is what it is. We're 0-0 at halftime. It's a scoreline that almost flatters us as I'm getting updates on my phone or saying that City have um, City have 81 percent possession, and it they don't have a goal, so hey, that's on them. Um, uh, but United come out in the second half, get a little bit of possession. You never know, a couple dinks, dunks, maybe one deflects in. United take the lead. Um, but yeah, it's certainly interesting because I didn't think would be in uh I certainly didn't think this is the spot where we would be in at halftime. Um but hey, you know what? I'll consider this thing a win if United go 2-1 losers, 2-0 losers. I still think it's a very, I'll consider it uh I'll still consider it a win if we lose 2-0. If they turn up something in the second half and are the better side. Um Robbie loves to fight in our team. Yeah, okay. So Adrian thinks 65-70 swap McBurney, leave Osu on. If I did, I would take Traore off and put McBurney on. And I mean, to be fair, the hold up play from Osula isn't bad. He has that in him, and McBurney also has that in. Um, Steve thinks this one, Traore and Osula have been fantastic football so far. The City players are using up bodies to mark them. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it, I mean that's a fair point from Adrian. You know, I don't want to run him into the ground considering you might see a little bit more of him against Lincoln City at the week. We're not in the relegation zone as it stands. 16th. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got to look at let's look at the let's look at the live table as I'm pulling it up right now. Um, yeah, if we lose this 1-0, there's no way we go bottom 3. We'll be 17th because Bournemouth are on a point if we lose this. Burnley are losing. They have a -5 goal difference. I mean, if we were to get smashed 3 or 4 in the second half, um, I mm, then we fall into the bottom 3. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. So yep, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently, I'm dumber than the others, dumber than a box of rocks. Yes, I've heard it. It's up to Man City to break us down. Yeah, Dublin Blade, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. This is exactly right. Simon two. Yep. Yep. We don't need, yep, Yanks don't need to be anywhere near the stream. 2-0 loss. Simon, thanks for winning this. Shots on goal, 12-0 at halftime. Glad you're staying up. You never know. You never know. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna end this stream since serves you right. You for Muscat. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a Yank that knows probably more than he does. About the game of football. So, I'll just leave that there. Oh, Portland Blade, welcome. Stay strong, Blades. Keep so harm. Keep working hard. Keep them at bay, man. That's all we can do. You know, if we stay defensively strong, I mean, I at some point their class is going to come out and they're going to break us down. That is what it is. That's when you have one of the richest teams in the world, you can afford to buy those players and get in there to break us down. But it's definitely different. And hopefully we can hold on, and not be breached for any goals. I'd take a 0-0 draw at this point. Although Simon Sultana, he wants us to win. If we do score, I might absolutely lose it, and my background might come down. I don't know. Although it's fastening up there pretty well, so I don't think it's going to come down. Let's see. Here's Sean again. Defensively, I think we've done well. I like us to show more attacking prowess without sacrificing the back lines. It's a fucking a weighted game. Do we attack? Do we go forward? Do we sit in defense? Anel did make a good run at the into the midfield at one point, but then we lost our possession. We just got to link up the possession a couple of times, and maybe we can get something there. Hopefully they get. Oh yeah, well that's the whole thing. Hopefully that's the thing. If they don't get a angry FaceTime message from Pep, hopefully they keep in the mindset. Hopefully their assistant coach doesn't give him really anything to say, and he says, "You're doing a great job. Don't do anything. We need just one goal, and the game is over." That sounded kind of like Vladimir Putin, but / Pep. I would agree with this thought. He needs some passing practice for sure, because his link up with the attackers has been not good. Okay, so we have a Spurs fan. Big up from a Tottenham fan. I can't understand the transfer business you've done this summer. It's basically just accepting relegation and not really giving yourself a chance. We don't have as much money as a Tottenham or as they're showing the Burnley and Aston Villa highlights currently on my screen. We don't have the money to just go and spend to stay up. We don't have the likes of the Forest money or something like that. We sold our best players because they would have went on freeze. They didn't negotiate new contracts. they didn't want to put pen to paper and sign the new contracts. That's on them. We sold them, and we took the money that we got from Ndai and Sandy Burge, and we have honestly brought Hamer, we've brought Archer in. I think we've done pretty well for selling our two best players. Now, at the beginning of at the window, signing the likes of Slimani and Souza, not really doing it for me, but it is what it is. We can only, develop our players so much, and we can only get certain players that we can afford, and that's why we're going off to the likes of Europe, and we're going to have to go through the loan system in England because you get 2 English loans. You don't get we can't afford the English tax for these English players. Cameron Archer, though, an England under 21s player, I'll take it. I'll take him. He's going to be really good, I hope, in a United shirt. But it's just we're treading this fine line, and I almost think we're playing with house money. We talked about earlier at the beginning of the season, we had 38 free hits. We're 0 for 2 so far. We're halfway through the third game, and it's 0-0 against the champions. If they drop points, I'll take this as a win. Yeah, I mean, Scott's right. We improved our squad after selling 2 players. I mean, that's the only thing you could ask for. I mean, regardless, if we finish 19th, I think we make, or no, I think if we stay up, I think we get an extra 90 million. I think we get that going down regardless because it's the parachute payments, because we're not going to fall right back. They have the parachute payments set up for a reason. If we go back down in the championship, it's easier on us to where we just don't fall straight out of the championship into League One because we have all these players on Premier League wages, which not really many of these guys are on Premier League wages. They're still on championship wages. But in my opinion, I think it's not the best of both worlds. It's a double-edged sword. I just think it's going to be really hard for us to stay up. The best thing to do when you get in this league is at least we can't afford them, though. When you're only given probably about what are we at? We're probably at about 35 million pounds spent right now. That's not enough. That's just not enough. Yeah. I mean, here's Adrian again. Investing in both options will most likely stay if we relegated, but the problem is 40 weeks when 10 players out of contract. Yeah, I mean, 90% of our squad are out of contract next year. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to. We're probably gonna churn this squad back over. Sean saying losing Ndai wasn't great. Of course it wasn't. Sander Berg. I said it in Brad Half of Sheffield's preseason pod. I said get him out of the squad. I don't like him. Yeah, well, it's a gamble. This whole league for us is a gamble. I mean, if we didn't have COVID come in and mess up the whole season, we probably stay in the league that year. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of our new signings have relegation clauses, so if we fall down, they go. We don't owe them a damn thing. Yeah, I mean, in his interview, he talked about playing both sides of this card here. The staying up and keep in this league or getting relegated. What do we want to do? How do we invest? So, guys, before we get this bad boy back underway, your thoughts on the second half. Do you make any changes at halftime? What do we do? Put them in chat row right before we as this bad boy is about to get back underway, and they showed up late, and we are underway. United get us back underway. They showed up right as the second half is starting, so I think we're a couple of seconds behind, but thanks for tuning in. I'm Chad from the red half of Sheffield, CJarvis_13, my Twitter handle. If you want to follow me, go ahead and do it. It's 0-0 at halftime to start the second half. Follow my podcast, Red Half of Sheffield. Like, subscribe, follow our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to this channel. Like it. I've only got 78 eyes. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Time to wake up. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Let's go. 45 minutes from United taking this one 1-0. Oh, God. Jack will settle for 0-0. Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, the greatest team in the history of the world. Burnley get one back to start the second half. Portland wants to keep the shape. Sean wants McBurney on for hold-up play. Equals the result. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope we get this channel to 20,000. Maybe that some of those 20,000 can go over and follow our channel. Please, I'm after this game straight away doing the Lincoln City and Everton preview pods. It's full of footy today on a Sunday. Peter saying on Sky, they're saying grabbing in the box, foul, and a penalty. That's the same for everyone. So Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest grabbed all of our players, and we got nothing. That's it. That's us playing behind the eight ball, being a newly promoted side. You're going in against these top teams that are always going to have the advantage. As Bernardo Silva has the ball on the right-hand side. City kicking towards their fans in the second half. Diaz, no, that was Rodri that had a rip. And it's high, wide, and out of play. And United have a goal kick. Norwood with a good header that Traore does good to try and win. No substitutions on either side. They're showing Man City's assistant coach as he looks on. United took the goal kick. And here comes Kyle Walker down the right-hand side. Hamer tries to close him down. Benai Traore he loses out. Larouci on the right-hand side. Bernardo Silva trying to get around Larouci. He's baiting him. Larouci doesn't take the bait. Here comes the in-swinging cross to nobody. Headed out by Georgie. But he heads it back into the mixer. Oh, Rodri has another shot that is just away. I don't think Pep's being in there. I could probably manage Man City. They could probably put me on the touchline. I don't think him being there is affecting them at all. They probably had a conversation with him at halftime of what they need to do better, where he thinks they need to improve. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out as they already have two quick shots high and wide, both from Rodri. I wouldn't be surprised if they came out a lot faster, blazing fast. As West heads it up, and it's back to Manchester City. Ake on the ball. He's still on the ball. Still on the ball over on the left-hand side of Goat. It's Gvardiol into Rodri. Rodri on the ball. He requires two guys to man mark him. Grealish over on the left-hand side. Rodri on the ball now. He switches the play up looking for Kyle Walker, who's not even man marked. He is wide open. Here comes the ball in from Walker. Nope. I'm surprised it's not a foul for a sliding tackle. Larouci on the ball now. United have it. He's going to give it away because he gets scared. He is pooing himself right now. As the ball is, held up by Jackie Long. Throw it's off of Larouci for a United. No, actually, it's a Sete throw in. And now it's another Sete throw in as United cleared out of the box. As Kyle Walker almost threw it out of play from that throw in. Ball back at his feet, poking and prodding right now. And it's back at Gvardiol. Kovacic on the ball with Anel man marking him. They pulled Anel out, and Egan's marking the big man up front. United win the ball, but only as far as Rodri on the right-hand side, Kyle Walker. Holland, pegs it wide. West was going across the face of goal to make the save, and Holland banged it off the advertising hoardings behind the net. A good piece of interplay from Rodri. Over to, that was Kyle Walker, a low lining cross. Anel was right there. And Holland just pegged it off the advertising hoardings. United come again. As here, oh God, the goal kick from West hits Osula. Goes out for United. No, it's a City throw. I thought it took a deflection off the City player. It is City at the back. It's Ruben Diaz on the ball. Looking for Bernardo. Alvarez holds the ball. Now it's back to Diaz. To Rodri. Rodri on the ball. Rodri over to Gvardiol. Down the left-hand side goes Grealish with Georgie Baldock man-marking him. Sousa now man-marking him. Gvardiol over to Kovacic. Kovacic's going to look to swing the ball in. Gvardiol over to Grealish. Kovacic picks the ball up. It's Rodri now. To Grealish. Grealish lays it off to Kovacic. Kovacic doesn't come away with it, and United clear it out. Over the halfway line, Ederson's probably going to come out and pick this one up. Yeah, Adrian, that one was close. Just think to boost some morale for our team. If we take points off City, 100%. They put a ball over the top for Alvarez, and Wesley comes out to clean it up. So 52 minutes gone in the second half. Doku, the new midfield replacement from Kevin De Bruyne, being out 3 to 4 months. They're showing him warm up. Down the right-hand side goes Kyle Walker again in his orange boots. He sees it in. If he gets the ball in, it's going to be a corner. Jackie Long throw clears it out, and it is a corner to set tap. Yeah. Good tackle in there by Jackie Long throw. An absolute rock at the back, man. An absolutely rock at the back. As they take the corner short, it's a little training pitch play, and it goes out for a goal kick to United. Yes, this is anyone taking points off Seta is a win. All right, so West is going to get us back underway, and he plays it around at the back, which we haven't done too much. Sousa on the ball. He lumps it up forward, looking for, I guess, George Baldock. He doesn't win out. Rodri comes again. Grealish has all kinds of space on the left-hand side if they want it. Rodri on the ball, poking and prodding. Here comes Kyle Walker on the ball. Now over to Diaz. Diaz on the ball. Over to Ake. He hasn't touched them all. City on the ball. Grealish. Grealish on the ball now. Grealish on the ball now. Grealish still on the ball. He sees Gvardiol on the ball. He's going to try and crank one in there. It doesn't work. It falls to Kovacic, who now comes out in his man mark. They're trying to feed the ball through a cross. Cross comes in from Kyle Walker. It's defended well, but to the feet of Kovacic. Kovacic on the ball now. It is Gvardiol on the ball. It is Grealish now on the ball. He's got Gorgeous George. He works inside, tries to have a go. It's deflected off of George, but only out to Rodri. Kyle Walker. There's a goal coming for City. Gvardiol on there. Gvardiol, and it's deflected off of Anel out for another City corner. This is one of those games where you just feel like a goal is coming within they're just poking and prodding. Alvarez is going to take this corner. This game has been pretty boring. Left-hand side, Alvarez cleared out, but it's City. It doesn't go out for a City throw because the ball had a lot of topspin on it. And here comes Bernardo Silva down the right-hand side. He's got Kyle. No, that's Rodri over there. It's Rodri at the back. Now it's Kyle Walker on the ball. It's Gvardiol on the ball. It is Grealish standing over the ball. And he just passed it to nobody and passed it out of play. He's got one key name you don't see in there. It's James McAtee. Yeah, we need to breathe, Adrian. We need to just breathe. That's the whole deal. Is we can't breathe right now because we're hemmed in. We just can't. We can't get the ball. We need to have like maybe 2 or 3 minutes of possession just to have the back line breathe. West hammers it down looking for Osua. He misses out, and City come again. City are more dangerous when they have a spread wide like now. Kyle Walker on the ball. He's got Kovacic wide open in the midfield if he wants it. Ruben Diaz, the defender, in the midfield. It's ball's cut out by United, but only to as far as Kyle Walker. Now it's Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. He's got Larouci man marking him. It's a walking pace for City now. Here comes Rodri going to whip the ball in. Nope, just kidding. It's going to be a rip-roaring shot from Diaz. Squarehead Egan sees it out, and it's out for another corner. Oh, man. So City are going to have another one. Yeah, that's a crazy fact from Craig that he just put in the chat. West comes out and punches it. But it's, do they adjust it to be a foul? I think it is a foul on West. I do like those green kits, the goalkeeper kits, the mint green. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, this might be a stat. Somebody might have to check him on this one. Ball back at Ederson. As United try to, for some reason, just lump the damn ball up. But City come again down the left-hand side, working it inside to Rodri. Over to Kovacic. Kovacic on the left-hand side to Grealish. Grealish over on the left-hand side. He's trying to get around Baldock. Baldock wants to see him outside, but City go close again as Rodri has one that whizzes right past the post. City are doing City things. Man. Whew. Boy, yeah, that was a squeaky bum time here. United back on the ball. Instead of West lumping up forward, it is John Egan was lumping it forward. City come away with the ball again. United try and close it down. It's lost. City lose out in possession. Osua is probably going to be offsides. Yes, it's a foul on Osua. I mean, literally, Osua is so inexperienced at this level. He goes up and heads it, and the ball goes away, goes awry from him. Heckingbottom is distraught right now on the touchline. He chests the ball down, and then Osua gets kneed in the head after he goes down, and Osua kind of throws his hand across the face of Gvardiol. I just don't know what's happening here. So Osua in the book. Osula in the book, and it is, what are we on, about 59? So City gets back in the way as we approach a half an hour to play. The greatest team in the history of the world, Vincent Kompany's Burnley, losing 3-1. Shipping a lot of goals this season, huh? As Grealish on the ball, he sees his buddy Diaz over there on the right-hand side. Over to Rodri in the midfield. Rodri in the midfield to Kovacic. Kovacic into the big man. This should be one. And West comes up. Save. Big save from Fotheringham. Nice save from Wesley. They played Holland in. Holland didn't have that much of a space, but Kovacic just played it to the outside of Anel. Anel gets beat. Holland chips it, and by the hand of God, West keeps him out. Corner coming in from Alvarez. Heads go up. It's crossed everybody, and it's gonna... It hits the corner flag, and it didn't go out. Ben Itrardi slips and falls on his tail, and we try to clear it out by Jackie Long throwing us back to City. Nell's out of position. Or is that Osula? Osula trying to close him down. Now it's Grealish in the box. Grealish in the box. There's going to be a fancy goal coming here. They try to go the outside of the post, and Alvarez, they have another corner. City just pouring it on at the minute. United being resilient. They're trying to go quick. The ball wasn't set, but they told them to play anyway. That is a BS call that if United was taking that, they would be like, you're going to have to bring that one back. Here's a rip-roaring save from Kyle Walker, and it goes high and wide. West just kind of, but he brings his hand down. He doesn't make a touch on it. That was an absolute hammer. That was a piss missile. Yeah, City are just poking and prodding. Yeah, I mean, great saves by West here. Great save. United give the ball back to City again. Hopefully we can sustain a little bit of possession. Just kidding. Kyle Walker has the ball in his orange boots. And here comes City again. Kovacic over to Grealish on the left-hand side. Grealish trying to get by George Baldock. He pump fakes. Heads go up. This should be 1-0, and it is. City go ahead 1-0 with a header from Erling Haaland. And the fan jumps on the pitch. The Bramall Lane security has to quickly run in, and the deadlock is broke. 1-0. It's just a matter of how many now. And that was Haaland on 62 minutes. As the big man gets his goal, and City go up 1-0. So all was fair and well. Georgie at fault on this one, and you leave Jackie Long throw to Anel, not anywhere in there. Yeah, it relies to Jackie Long throw. Jackie Long throw just has no chance at that. West beat. He gets turned into the Man City goal, and he finally gets hugged by a supporter that hopefully got arrested and got thrown out of the game. Now Wes is hurt. Don't know what it is. The training staff is out assessing Wes. So we could be down our first string goalkeeper as well. 62. Mine says 62. The scorers changed it to 63. I'll change that real quick as they tend to Wes. Is Adam Davies warming up, or are we just not going to play with a goalkeeper in the second half? Holland on 63. Yeah, Adrian, it was a long time coming. I mean, West was over there just flopping like a fish in a pan, not really, saving everything City threw at him, honestly. As they're re-showing the goal. Bang. Heads go up. Bang. Header goes in. This is very similar to our relegation season from the last season in the Prem, where we were in it for about an hour and then it goes all to crap. As United have the ball in City's half, it's up to Holland now. Over to Kovacic. United are stretched open now. Kovacic over to Rodri. Rodri over to Ake. Ake back to Rodri. A little passing back and forth over to Kovacic from Ake. Ake on Kovacic on the ball over to Rodri. Rodri. Over to Givaldo. Over to Ake. Gvardiol again. It's over to Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Over to Kyle Walker. Interplay between Rodri and Kyle Walker. Now back to Ake. Just poking and prodding again. It's the same thing for what we witnessed for the first 60 minutes. Yeah, boy. Ball over the top to Kyle Walker. West comes out and cleans it up. And United go again. Oh, but City went out. That's a Sua. That's going to be a free kick. Or no, did they not call it? I'm surprised they didn't call it because he got touched soft as paper. Baldock has had an absolute shocker of a game today. He played good in the first half, then went to hell in the second half. And Rodri back on the ball to Kovacic. Kovacic on the ball. Kovacic. Now it's just a standing pace, and United aren't really pressing the ball, so City aren't moving the ball. It's between Diaz and Walker on the right-hand side. Nope. Now it's just knocking around the back. Nathan Ake over on the left-hand side. Now it's over to Gvardiol. Over to Grealish. The guys aren't missing much. They're just passing it about now. I think this is a glorified training session for them. So it's at the back of Ake. All right, guys. So I'll pose this question to chat row. What are you drinking at this moment? What are you sipping on at this moment? Put it in the chat row. Come on, chat row. Grealish back on the ball. He works the ball really inside. Yeah, I mean, Adrian, that, to be fair, I mean, Baldock has run his tail off today. City just with the ball at a walking pace in United's half. Kovacic on the ball. You're drinking a wife beater today? Johnny Burnley cheers. That's a good one, Scott. West just lumps the ball forward with no really intent. Let's see. It's over to Kyle Walker on the far side, right-hand side. Holland flicks it in, but it's back to West in goal. The dude, if he didn't ping that one off the post, would be on a hat trick right now. United try to go down the right-hand side. The ball's just too up in front of Gorgeous George Baldock. The ball to Rodri on the right-hand side. It's over to Diaz. Diaz over to Bernardo Silva, who knifes inside and turns Larouci inside out. Larouci, I don't really understand what he's doing. And West have the ball again. I don't know why we don't outlay the ball to Anel over here on the right-hand side. But we're about to see the likes of Ollie McBurney and Jaden Bogle. So Peter, you're saying that the United game isn't even on? It's kind of like a red button deal. Oh God, Holland's in on here. He's got to be offside. It's 2-0 City, but the flag goes up. He's offsides. He'd be at the game right now because Burnley's playing right now, Adrian. Yeah, he's miles offsides. So I think this is going to be the first time this season we're going to see who's coming off for United. Baldock goes off. So for those keeping track at home, Baldock 2 off and Bogle 20 on. Ollie McBurney. So that is Osula 32 off. McBurney 9 on. For those keeping score at home. So United have made 3 changes. A little bit of a question mark. I mean, I get the inexperience of Traore as McBurney comes in, has an instant impact. He gives up a header. Now he holds the ball up. This might be what United have been missing. As Grealish, no way that's a foul, but apparently it is. Grealish is down, rolling around, writhing and playing on the floor. And United give away a free kick. Yep. McBurney comes on. He hasn't been on long. And it is a free kick to United or to City in their only half. Maybe Bogle can do good. Just maybe. I doubt it, though. He's not a defender. 31-3-3-6 at the lane today. It's got to be close to not too many seats unbought or went unbought. As we approach the 73rd minute here, Grealish is still down. Training staff looking at him, taking a minute. And City will get us back on our way. Are they going to make a sub? Grealish looks like he's fine. That man has some nice calves. And United have the ball down the left-hand side. The ball's at Hamer. Larucci is able to get it. It's sought out for a free kick into United in an attacking position. This is the farthest forward that we've had. Jackie Long throw. I didn't think black towels were allowed. But apparently they are. Maybe that's just in the EFL. But I didn't think they're allowed. Jackie Long throw to hoist it into the box. Ederson comes for it. Hit it! Damn it. And it's blocked. Hamer with a hammer. And it gets blocked. And it's sought out. The best chance for United comes 73 minutes into the game. Ederson gives the ball away. He's caught up his line. And Anel has a shot. And it goes wide. And United have a corner! And here we go. I mean, that was a good piece of interplay. Ederson hammers the ball out, and it deflects off the – I think it deflects off of Diaz, it looked like. Is there any chance for a handball? And then Ederson, just a high fly ball that Anel, it falls right to him. He dinks and dunks it, and it – oh, no. Nope, it was out for a goal kick. I thought it took a deflection. Funny how ours was instantly a handball. It touches anything of a City player, and it's not. It's crazy. But I'll leave that for another day. City have the ball on the right-hand side, and it's back at Ederson's feet. Now it's at a walking pace as we approach 15 minutes to go. Norwood getting a little bit further forward, trying to win the ball off of the City players. But here comes Guardival again. Rodri over Bernardo Silva. he turns in. Hamer just lets him run by. A low-lying shot and out from Alvarez. And City let us off the hook again. So United going to have another goal kick. Wesley's going to fire this bad boy up in there. And we're going to do this all again. So hopefully he hits the head of McBurney. Wes hammers it down. It actually falls to McBurney's feet. McBurney on the ball now. He sees Traore. It's going to go out. United have a corner. United have a corner. United have a corner. United have a corner. Here we go. Tick, 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 tick. This is your one opportunity. Just one chance, one opportunity. Take this and score, and then the game resets as we creep inside the 77th minute, 13 minutes to go. Ollie Norwood going to take this corner. A lot of pushing and shoving coming in. Heads go up. McBurney has a chance, but it goes wide. He does get his head to it, but he's running towards the ball, and it was almost a box-out situation. Souza man marking Holland, and then Holland, McBurney coming around Holland, which, I mean, it's better from United. Adrian, was it our second corner? I don't remember us having one in the first half. Ederson on the ball. He just chips one up into the midfield, and City come away on the... Here they go on the counter. Alvarez wide open if they gave him the ball. No way. Oh, my God. So Bernardo Silva gets pulled back. Souza in the book as well. That will be 78 minutes. Yep, he pulled it back, but the ball should be a little bit further back. This is in a great position for Man City. Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, and Grealish all standing over the ball. The wall is going to have to be big here as we creep closer to the 90 minutes. Here, they're Ruben Diaz, Grealish, Bernardo, Alvarez, all having a conversation over the ball. Let's see what they muster out of this one. It's going to be a ticky. It's probably going to be a ticky-tack little deal here. I think whoever has it, looks like Alvarez is going to take it. I think he's just going to have a rip here. He's going to have a rip, and it is saved by Wesley. Good save by Wes. Good save by Wes. A well-taken shot by Alvarez. Just didn't curve away from Wes's goal enough, but he's able to palm it away out for a City corner. Is this where City get their second? Grealish is going to take this corner. As we're in the 79th minute, McBurney heads it away to Larouci. Larouci doesn't have a first touch in it. It's one back by Kovacic. Over to Grealish. Larouci on the ball. Souza going to come in there. Easy, Souza. Easy, Souza. He's on a yellow card. I hope he knows he's on a yellow card. Larouci comes away with it. City want to foul. They don't get it. Norwood gets caught in possession. Egan clears it downfield. Traore closing him down. McBurney's coming on. He holds the ball up. It gets dinked around him. It's going to be a United throw. Come on. Come on, United. Chrissy Basham on for Ollie Norwood. So does this mean we are going to be back forward? That is Norwood 16 off, Basham 6 for those counting at home. Keeping score at home, I should say. Chris Basham into the game. The Basham Bauer. Is it going to go into midfield? Old snake hips. Ball's at the back with Wes. Holland closing him down. They get it to Souza. Hamer to Souza back to Egan. over to Hamer. Hamer over to Souza. Souza gets caught in possession. Anel on the ball now. This is the most passes I think we've completed all game. Hamer over to JLT. JLT over to Larucci into Traore. Traore's got to get his head up. Man, he's so bad. Benai Traore is so bad. He's got to get his head up. He's looking at the ball too much. As United win a free kick, and West is going to come and get this one. Yeah, you might be right, Adrian. It might be Bogle in the middle. I don't really know how this sets up for us. As West is going to take this free kick. We do have Squarehead Egan and Anel up to maybe knock this ball about. It falls to Anel on the right-hand side. He's gonna get it back to Bogle. Bogle on the ball. Now to Snake Hips on the ball. Over to Larucci. Larucci on the ball now. Larucci over. Traore's making a run, but he's not going to do anything with it. Get around Kyle Walker. Surely there's a foul in there, ref. Surely a foul, or did he just lose his footing? I'm curious to see. City letting us have a little bit more of the possession now. It's out for a throw-in. I want to see the replay. Did Traore lose his footing, or was this a foul not called on? He just lost his footing. It's just a League One / middle of the road championship player. No foul for me. No foul for me. Throw comes in. Souza holds the ball up, but it comes away with City away from it. It's another throw into United. Keep Jackie Long throw, hoofing them throws in there. Come on, Jackie Long throw. He might take a short one. Hamer's in the midfield, not man marked by anybody. Bogle on the ball now. JLT to Bogle. Bogle, he's going to do a marauding run. He gets caught in possession, just dinks and dunks it around, but he loses out possession. United still have it. Larucci on the ball. Souza on the ball. Oh, City, here they come. They're off to the races. Holland, all kinds of space. They follow Jack Grealish. No way. Oh, man. Chrissy Basham in the book. He's been in the book, and he hasn't been on long. 83rd minute, yellow card for Chris Basham. So that has 4 players for City, for United that have, or was that Egan? That was Egan that goes in the book. Egan, my mistake. For those keeping score at home, 2 of the back 3 now have a yellow card as John Egan goes into the book. Nathan Ake on the ball, back to Ederson. McBurney has looked lively. Ederson on the ball. Just kind of holding it up. United not really pressing, making City start out the back. Here they come down the left-hand side. It's Grealish on the left-hand side. It's Gvardiol making a run, and he gets sought out. And Kovacic has a shot, and West is able, down to his left-hand side, make the save. It's pretty easy for West to make those saves. We're back underway. United, West has the ball. He lumps it up. McBurney holding up the play very well. He's changed the game since he came in. Over on the left-hand side, Benai Traore is the build-up for United into the City box. Kyle Walker sees it out. Benai Traore hit it. Oh, my God. Benai Traore sucks so bad he hit it off his own player. This is Bogle on the right-hand side. He has a shot. Go! Get in! Get in! Come on, United! Get in! Bogle has a rip and goal! Get in! Come on, United! Oh, man. I almost passed out right there. I got to play it. United! 1-1, baby! Come on! Come on, United! We can go out and win! Come on! Oh, what a shot. Ben Traore does something stupid, wins the ball back, pings it off of Gus Hamer. Gus Hamer, it was Souza got the ball over to Bogle, and Bogle has a rip. And are they going to chop it off? They better not chop this damn thing off. The ball pings off of Hamer. Hamer hammers it back over to Souza. Souza over to Bogle. Bogle, sexy as you like, just strikes it past Ederson. And United are level with Man City. Anything can happen, boys. Tick, 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 tick. You hear the clock ticking. Bogle on 85 minutes puts United level with City. Who would have saw this coming? United! Oh, man. Bogle gets us off the mark in this one. 85 minutes. Here we go, United. Come on. Come on. City with the pressure. They're going to break our hearts, and we're going to lose in the last minute anyway. So get prepared for that, guys. Down the right-hand side they go. Kyle Walker working inside the box. This is it. Oh, it sets up perfect for Julian Alvarez to take the 2-1 lead. And United get let off again. He is cooking. Phil Foden. Who did Phil Foden come? Oh, man. This is going to take me a minute to calm down here. Let's see. Kovacic. That is Kovacic 8 off for Foden on. Kovacic 8 off. Foden 47 on for City. And the ball's back at the feet of Ederson, and they're going to get it started down the right-hand sideline. Goes Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker down the right-hand side. It's almost at a walking pace. It's almost like City are playing for a draw. United, the better team. In the last 10 minutes, they give the ball away. Here comes Gus on the ball. You got to get rid of the ball, Gus. You got to get rid of the ball. Souza tries to cut it out. It's cut out, but Grealish over by Bogle. Bogle's going to have to be big in defense here, working the ball on the left-hand side. Grealish in the box. He finds Foden. Foden with the ball. Over to Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side. They're going to, little piece of interplay. The ball goes over everyone. Is it going to go out for a United throw? Oh, Larouci fell on his tail. What's he doing? Kyle Walker comes away. Foden with the ball. 2-1 City. 2-1 City. That's it. This one's over. I told you guys, don't get your hopes up. Rodri nails it. 2-1. City all but win the game. Rodri with a goal. 2-1 to City. And United will not get any of the points. United just cut wide open at the back. It's all for naught. And United trail again. It didn't take long. As they show the replay, the cross comes in from Bernardo Silva. Holland goes up for it. Larouci tries to see the ball out, but falls on his tail. Kyle Walker gets it to Foden. Foden loses out. Doesn't have a good touch. Ball falls to Rodri. Back-to-back games in the 89th minute, we get struck with a loss. An L. We're getting back-to-back. This is going to be 3. Can we put 3 L's in there? 89th minute, United concede again. Snake bitten again. Oh. So United get us underway. McBurney holds the ball up. It's at the feet of Anel to Traore. Over to McBurney. Here we go. United in the box. Little chip up. Oh, the karate scissor kick by Anel does not work in it. He was back post. McBurney has been the brightest spot. The brightest spot since coming in. The ball, he chips it up perfectly. Traore gets it to McBurney. McBurney chips it up. If Anel karate kicks this in, it's 2-2. What a goal that would have been. That's probably United's best chance for the rest of the game. I said at the beginning of the game, it's It's not the end of the world. It's still considered a win if we only lose 2-1. At least we didn't get turned over. That being said, there's probably going to be about 7 or 8 minutes of injury time. Jackie Long throws, swings and misses. Here comes 3-1. Holland trying to do some tricky tricks with Foden, and it doesn't happen. Jackie Long throw tried to do something. Traore tries an overhead kick. Basham tries to get the ball, but he looks like a baby deer run in 7 added minutes. 7 added minutes, a stoppage time. Here we go. A muck up at the back for City. United could be in. They're passing it around. I think City are just going to see this one out. I love everyone in the chat. I hope I'm doing a good job for everyone. Comment if I suck. If you hate me, let me know. I love to hear it. If you like me, let me know. But I'm here to service the people. The ball at the back now with Gvardiol over to Ederson. McBurney closes him down. Gus. Oh, as they give it away, Larouci. The ball turns over. Over to. Come on, Larouci, do something. Hit it, Larouci. Oh, and it goes over. Oh, Larouci, no confidence at all. That should have been 2-2. United should get at least a point out of this game. The ball was given away. Gus. Not saying he had McBurney, but he had McBurney. We're going to get snake bitten again. The face of Paul Heckingbottom says it all. As we wind into the second minute of 7 added minutes, whatever that half-hearted challenge was from, no way, man. As City have a free kick after Grealish is judged to be pulled back and fouled. So City will take this one. It is Alvarez and Silva over the ball. And they're going to pass it out to Grealish. I think City are okay with taking it to the corner and running a bit of time. Is Grealish still on the ball? Hamer trying to dispossess. He doesn't get it. It's all the way back to Ake. Now Diaz. Now over to Walker. Walker looking for Foden on the right-hand side. Phil Foden on the right-hand side. Foden on the right-hand side. He works it inside. Stockport Silva. And it goes out for a corner to City as we are into the 94th minute. Grealish going to take the corner. Are they going to take this one short? Or are they going to swing it in? Holland's going to come over there to hold it up. They're going to put it into Holland. He's going to hold it up in the corner. He does. He holds it up in the corner. And United, is it off of, yes, it's a City throw. Oh, man. Grealish to take the throw in. City are just kind of laughing. And it is out for another throw to City. Bogle comes away with it. Heads the ball up. Traore is the only attacker we have up there. Apparently there's another foul. Not really sure what's going on. Maybe Traore was off sides, I think. I don't know. I really don't know what was. I think it was a foul, but everybody's kind of like stopped and just kind of like seeing this one out. There's two City players over on the right-hand side. The ball's at Foden's feet now. Larouci man marking him. Nobody closing Kyle Walker down at the moment. Rodri on the ball now. Man, that fixture against Everton is going to be big because you got Spurs and Newcastle shortly after that. Ball comes into the feet of Foden, and he flips it over. to Grealish. Grealish on the ball now. And United cannot get the ball. United need to get the ball to have one more chance. 96th minute we're coming into. So United trying to get the ball back, but can't. They do. Benet Traore off to the races. His ball gets blocked. It's back at Bogle. Bogle over to Egan. Over to JLT. JLT's got to get the ball. Got to get the ball. Go, 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 go. Ball to City, and here comes Grealish again. Here comes Grealish. They're just going to take it away, and Man City are probably going to win this bad boy. And here goes Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva inside. Over to Diaz. And this one's probably going to get sought out as we're approaching the last minute 15 seconds. Minute and 10 seconds. 70 seconds to go. Coming up on 60 seconds to go. City just playing keep away from United right now. On the left-hand side it goes. Gvardiol on the ball. It's at Rodri in the midfield. I think we're just going to see this one out. There's a 2-1 defeat at Bramall Lane today. Rodri on the ball. Maybe a loose pass comes in here from City, and United can pounce. Down the right-hand side, it's Foden on the ball. They're just passing it about. United legs look tired. They look gone. 30 seconds to go till full time. I wouldn't be surprised if ref blows full time a little bit early. And McBurney chases it down. Is he able to get to it? No. 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Jackie Long throw at the back. He keeps it in play. Souza going to head it down to Egan. Here we go again. Here we go again. Is this going to be full time? Ref going to blow full time. Ref going to blow full time. Ref going to blow full time. Traore on the ball. He tries to flicks and tricks, and that'll be it. United suffer defeat again. And this time it is at the foot of the champions, Man City. A valiant effort for United. They fall 2-1 defeat. A 88th minute strike from Rodri gives United a 2-1 defeat. What looked like we were going to come away with our first points of the season, not to be had. A valiant effort from United, albeit in defeat. I just want to say thanks to everybody in chat row. Thanks for watching the watch along. I will be back next Saturday in early lunchtime kickoff as we go and play Everton at Goodison Park. Sean, yes, we played very well. Very, very well. But yeah, I thank everybody in chat row again. Oh, Danny, yeah, I mean, Larucci, you could say that. But yeah, it goes down in the book as another defeat. United still on no points, but we're not in the bottom three. There are worse teams than us. A relegation 6-pointer this early in the season next weekend at Goodison Park. I hope to see a lot of you guys back in chat row. Go ahead, if you haven't done so, go ahead and like this stream, like the Sheff United way. Subscribe to the Sheff United play. Subscribe to me on Twitter at cjarvis_13. Our podcast is the Red Half of Sheffield. Subscribe to us on anywhere you listen to podcasts. Listen to us. I hope the commentary was good enough. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Red Half of Sheffield on YouTube. Until next week against Everton, I will see all of you guys, I hope, next weekend. But until then, peace.